Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy, coming to you this morning from Denver International Airport. I'm on my way somewhere. I always seem to be. I'm thinking this morning about the announcement last week by United Airlines that they're changing the criteria for their frequent flyer program, following in the footsteps of Delta, and I know American Airlines is expected to do the same thing pretty soon. Basically, it's simple. They're going to reward people not based on how many miles they fly, but on how much they spend on their ticket. Now, on the face of it, that's actually not a bad idea. If you're in business, that's a positive thing, right? You want to reward the customers who spend the most money with you. And I think it makes a kind of sense that the way they're going to reward people is also going to be based on their status. If you are a silver or a gold or a 1K flyer, you're actually going to see a higher reward rate than you would see if you were just a regular run-of-the-mill flyer. Now listen, I'm not going to complain. Certainly not going to whine about this kind of stuff. I get treated pretty well by the airlines. I've spent a lot of time in the air over the years. I've been married 31 years, and Mrs. Content Guy would tell you that I've spent anywhere from 7 to 10 of them on the road. She'll also tell you that that's the secret to a happy marriage, although I think what she really means is that it's the secret to a happy marriage to me. So I'm certainly not going to complain. But I think what's happening with United Airlines, and probably with Delta to the same extent, is that even though this is a common sense business decision, they haven't sold it very well. And part of the reason they haven't sold it very well is it comes within the context of a lot of other decisions that they've made in terms of, the planes are more crowded than ever, the seats seem smaller than ever, they charge a fee for everything. And I think so they have a very bad image problem. They are seen as being so focused on their bottom line that they're no longer focused on their customers to the extent that they should be. That's a real problem for any business. And I think this could be a systemic problem that's going to, bite them on the rear ends at some point, simply because any business that's viewed as being more interested in itself than its customers has a problem. It may not be a problem right now, but at some point somebody's going to come along and figure out a way to take advantage of that. They're going to see that as a weakness, and they're going to disrupt the kinds of business practices that traditional airlines have been following. And listen, this is not just an airline issue. I think there's a lot of businesses out there that are seen as being far more focused on their own bottom lines than they are on the customers that they serve. And they don't realize that their bottom lines are only going to be healthy in a sustainable way as long as the customers perceive them as really looking out for their interests. So listen, it's the airlines today. Who knows who's going to be tomorrow? Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.